Hello, it's your favorite sports Unc here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry. Ocho, let's jump right into it. Teddy Bridgewater has been suspended as the head football coach at his alma mater, Miami Northwestern High School, for reportedly giving impermissible benefits to his players. The suspension comes less than a week after Bridgewater detailed in a Facebook post in which he was asking for donations for the program that which he personally covered. $14,000 for training camp, $9,500 for team pride sets, $2,200 a week for pregame meals, $1,300 a week for recovery, $700 a week for Ubers, and more. He's being penalized for that. So Teddy, a volunteer, not even a school employee, is being suspended for helping kids and doing good in the community. Teddy alleged that administrators at Northwestern want me gone, apparently. Ocho, this is down your neck of the woods. You're very familiar with all things South Florida. What's going on here?
Yeah. I mean, it's unfortunate. From my understanding, obviously Miami Northwestern, very good program. Very good program.
State championship obviously, last year. That's his alma mater. Go ahead.
They just won state. Last year. Teddy did a hell of a job coming in and changing that program around in less than a year. I think the previous season, I think they hadn't really won that many games. Obviously, inner city school, and the fact that out of his own money, out of his own pockets, being able to feed some of those kids. Obviously, this is I hate saying a poverty-stricken area. I hate saying it. I hate using that type of word, but these are kids that needed rides, transportation to and from practice. Obviously, Teddy taking it upon himself to feed the kids as well, because preparing them for the next level, because this is the type of treatment you're going to get at the next level, giving them that type of exposure, that type of atmosphere, and what it's like to be at the next level. Some of the things he was doing to help the kids is unfortunate. I've heard both sides. I think, if I'm not mistaken, from what I've heard, obviously being down here in Miami, Teddy Bridgewater and that athletic director at Miami Northwestern, they don't see eye to eye. They're not on the same page where they should be. What Teddy has brought, to that school and what it's done for that school and some of the things he has been doing, there should be no reason why they don't see eye to eye based on what Teddy's trying to do for these kids and giving back in every way he can out of his pocket. I think also on the flip side of things, I think it can also be a liability for the school in a sense. If anything is to happen to these kids, God forsaken that it wouldn't, I think the school has to protect themselves as well. So I kind of see both sides of it, but what Teddy's doing, man, listen, I salute you. It's really unfortunate. If it was a private school, this is something that they do. This is something that is normal. It's a norm for them. But a public school is frowned upon, and the fact that he was suspended for it is ridiculous, huh? It's ridiculous, because he's been a huge help for those kids. Huge help for that program and what he's been able to do.
Is it because he personally took the money out of his own pocket? Or if there, like you said, if it was a big enough school and they could raise the money and this happened, would that be an issue? Because it seems like I think they're getting into it, Ocho, is that you're paying these players. You're giving them things that other kids don't get if they went to another school. That ain't my fault.
Right. That had nothing to do with nothing. I think the problem is, I think everything would have been good if Teddy hadn't have posted what he had done.
Right.
I think nobody would have known. He posted what he had done for the kids in the amount in which he had spent to that point, and then asked for donations, which he probably would have. I think he would have been safe if he asked for the donations
first and not post about what you've done.
Yeah, without letting everybody know what he had done. Listen, one thing about Miami Northwestern alumni, them Bulls gonna band together. You hear me? Them Bulls gonna band together and raise whatever money needs to be raised for those kids to make sure that they have and they don't go without.
Yeah, I mean, I see some of these, I see some of these schools in Texas and California and Georgia where they building these 15, 20, 30, 40, $50 million facilities for high school program. Obviously, in the South, football is king. Obviously, in the West, California football is king as well. But in the South, Georgia, Florida, South Carolina, North Carolina, Alabama, Mississippi, Tennessee, Texas. Football is king, and they will close Friday nights. They close everything down early because they want to make sure the fans get out there and cheer on their local team. With that being said, I'm like I said, 95. I don't know what a team pride set is. Somebody gonna need to explain to me what's a team pride set. The pregame meals, $2,200 a week for pregame meal. I guess, Ocho, that's not a lot if you feeding 100 kids. If you're feeding 100 kids, Ocho, that's not a lot of money. That's basically $20 a plate. And you talk about a high school kid. Hell, I remember when I was in high school, I eat like 3-4 plates. I mean, they wouldn't let you eat that much. They didn't want you to be out there rolling over. But hey, Ocho, you get your spaghetti. We got spaghetti, or we got like steak and baked potatoes or something like that. I can't once. Now that ain't no weekly. We didn't get no weekly pregame meal now. Right. But it's a lot. It's a lot different about now. It.
Right. It's different. But Unc, when you think about it, you think of the way he set the tone for that program, the way he set the tone for the players to get them acclimated to a certain lifestyle in which it would be like once you reach that next level. This is what it's like. These are the ways you're supposed to be treated. These are life lessons far beyond football. If you think about it, what he's teaching these young men. And how did those young men repay him? By winning a state championship.
But see, Ocho,
winning a state championship.
That's why everything shouldn't be posted. You see, they used his post against him. Just like, hey, we on a little hard times right now. We appreciate any donations that we can get to make sure these kids have, like recover. Ocho, we ain't getting no recovery. We ain't know what no cold tub was. Hey, I ain't know nothing about no damn cold tub till I got to the NFL. I ain't know nothing about no damn cold tub. And plus, you young. Right. You ain't even got bone. You got gristle. Ain't nothing wrong with you. Get out there, rub some dirt on it. Get out there. Now these kids getting weekly recovery. They getting cold tubs and all this other stuff, Ocho. Like, damn.
The whole 9 yards.
It's because Miami is so spread out, Ocho. Like, everybody's not like close facility, like close proximity. So in order to get the kids to and from practice, this is what you got to do.
I'm glad you just said that too. I'm glad you just said that. Now, right across the street from Miami Northwestern was the Pork and Bean Projects. The Pork and Bean Projects is now gone.
It's gone?
Everything has been gentrified. It's been what? Been gentrified. Listen, gentrification? Boy, it's a goddamn Dunkin' Donuts across the street from where the Scott Project, where the Pork and Beans was. Dunkin' Donuts in the hood. Come on, man. So those kids have to travel from somewhere else now. They've been uprooted. Right. They have no choice. So ain't no telling where they had to come from. And Teddy made sure they was able to get from point A to point B. Be on time for practice, be on time for school. There's so much that he's done that we don't know. Be on time for games. I mean, and listen, it's ridiculous, but I also see the other side with the school having to protect themselves as well. In case anything happened to those kids, the first thing parents gonna do is they're gonna sue. They're gonna sue. They're gonna sue the school, and the school is liable.
Ocho, like when you played high school football, did your coach drop the guys off? I mean, because we practiced, we was already at school, so it wasn't like we went home and then came back to practice. Your black ass was already at school, so you just had practice right after school. So we ended school at 3:30. At 3 o'clock, we had practice at 3:30.
Yeah, see, for me, it was a little different. You have to understand, my grandmother, Miss Bessie Mae Flowers taught right at Nautilus Middle School, which is right around the corner off of 41st Street on the beach. I was already at Beach High. So I ain't need no ride to go nowhere because I was already there. Yeah, I was already there. So the last time for me getting rides to school, I never forget when I played for Miami Lakes Optimists, 1988 for Coach Bud, rest his soul, Coach Bud. Coach Smitty used to pick me up all the way from Liberty City on 44th Street and 11th Avenue, taking me all the way out to Miami Lakes Optimists, which is way on 67th Avenue, and take me to practice and drop me home every day. Well, if
you wanted the best player to play, you had my granny had already told him. Well, you want to play, you got to fetch and bring that boy. It's really that simple. Because I mean, Once I got home to Route 4 Box 385, ain't nobody bringing me back to town. So if you wanted him, you got to come pick him up and you got to drink him up, or you got to drop him off. And so, go ahead, Ocho.
You know what I'm going to say? This lets me know this is another example on how far we have to go.
Okay.
On how far we have to go. Teddy, listen, making some of the less fortunate kids out of Liberty City that have been uprooted based on wherever they're living right now, allowing them to play a sport now that they love, and he wants them to excel without being held back by any family financial issues. So I'm going to cover that. I'm going to make sure you ain't got no problem getting to school, getting to practice. I'm giving you gear. I'm getting you outfits, so we all look like a team when we go places. I mean, it's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. It's unfortunate. I wonder how long the suspension is.
Might be for the year. Pride sets are workout gear and travel suits and shoes. So basically, Ocho, so we don't look like an all-tournament team. We got some guys in shirt and ties. We got some guys in sweatsuits, some guys in jeans, some guys wearing their cleats, some guys wearing, sneakers. So just so we all look uniformity. Okay, you know what, guys? Hey, we're going to have sweatsuits. So we all going to wear Miami Northwestern sweatsuits. Or we all going to wear, khakis and a blue blazer and a white collar shirt. Whatever the case may be. So now we got a better understanding. This is what Teddy posted this afternoon, Ocho. Damn, people done caused all this confusion. Got a phone call last night, and there's no real investigation going on. I told you, I have to be an employee to be investigated. Now, the paperwork thing still stands, but there is no investigation. We self-reported. Vern and his administration homeboys want me gone, apparently, and tried to hire one of my dogs like bro wasn't going to lace me up. The suspicion came from Miami Northwestern, and it's impossible to suspend someone who doesn't work for you. So if I'm suspended from Miami Northwestern, am I free to go to another school of my choice? But I'm not going anywhere. And if it comes down to it, I'll volunteer from the bleachers like I used to in 2018, 2019, when no one had a problem. This is my last post about this BS.
Hey, I'm not sure how true that Facebook post is, but again, where I stated earlier, I've heard the rumblings from other coaches at Nolan, at Carroll City, at some of the other inner city schools, at Central, at Jackson, that the AD, I'm not sure who it is. I forgot his name. He's been there for a very long time. Even though the AD right now at Miami Northwestern, he's a Carroll City chief, but they don't get along. I'm not sure why they don't, based on what Teddy has done for that program and what he's doing now. It's unfortunate, man. And sometimes we get in our own way. We get in our own way because Teddy got a great thing going on there. He got a great thing going on.
Yeah, and it's not like you at St. Thomas Aquinas or you at Heritage or you at American, you at IMG. You have hell if you had those program, Ocho. I'm sure Teddy wouldn't have the mere fact that Teddy had the means to dig in his pocket. I get it, like you said, Ocho. Yeah. I really do see both sides because you're going down a slippery slope. If coaches can come out of their pocket and do all of these things for the kids, even though the kids deserve these, I totally understand what the administration is saying. Man, this is an unprecedented game, and this is a very, very slippery slope, Teddy, that we're treading on because the precedent here. Because what should say another NFL or somebody of prominence becomes a coach and they fund everything. And now, I get what they're saying, but Teddy's just trying to give these kids an opportunity. He knows everybody's not going to get a scholarship, but he's trying to give those guys that maybe want a scholarship or have the potential or the ability to get one, that they have the best resources and the best means to be the absolute best.
Yeah, it's like, what in the hell is wrong with I think I got a shortage. Hold on.
See, chat? He got that big old house, got all that white furniture and piano and all that stuff, and look at him now. Ain't nobody heard a word you said.
Okay, it's a little shortage. It's a little shortage in my wire, and it's causing everything just to go out real quick.
Yeah, I mean, you pay all that money for that house, and look at that, got a shortage.
Oh no! It's just because I got so many things plugged up. The one little I forgot what you call this little USB thing. But hey, Unc, man, that's sad, Unc. That's sad.
It is. It's tough.
I feel bad for the kids. I feel bad for the kids because now who's going to be able to do it? You suspend Teddy for I'm not sure how long. You have a great team. You have a great program with some elite athletes over there at Miami Northwestern. Now what happens? The meals disappear. Mm-hmm. The outfits, the looking like it's a business trip when it's time to go play a game. The therapy.
Yeah.
The cold tub, the hot tub, the massage. I mean, like everything is out the window now.
I agree. And I understand what Teddy was trying to do, but I also understand the school and the admin trying to protect themselves. Hopefully they come to some sort of resolution. Because the only loser here are the kids. You know, there are no winners. The admin doesn't win. Teddy doesn't win. The kids lose. The kids lose.
Absolutely. But you know how the admin looks at it? They look at it as a win for them, even though the kids are going to have to suffer because they're not liable for anything. We're not liable. Okay, well, they can't do this no more, so we don't have to worry about anything happening to the kids and it falling back on us.
And they're not in a position, if I'm listening to you, what you said, this is an inner city school, and they don't have the resources, Ocho, to do the stuff that Teddy was able to do coming out of their pocket. I don't know if they can't sell enough catfish and spaghetti plates. I mean, we used to have raffles, sell stuff and raffles. We used to sell candles and all kind of stuff to try to raise money to get uniforms and get this and that. They can't do that.
And it's so funny. Now we talk about Miami Northwestern. A quick story, talk about my grandma, Bessie Mayflower. Obviously, she taught in the Dade County public school system on 42 years, right? And I was the ball boy from when I was from I think maybe fifth grade all the way until I got up to high school. I was the ball boy at Miami Northwestern. I was a little shorty. I never forget. The head coach at the time was Coach Goldsmith. The receiver coach at the time was Coach Hardwick. And I remember players' names and all, man. And growing up, all I could think about was blue and gold. And when it's my time to go to high school, boy, I'm finna be a bull. That's all I can remember. I swear for God, one of the funniest conversations. You know how Prime told you talk to my grandma, she had some crazy stories? Man, I'm graduated 8th grade. It's time for me to go to high school. Boy, Coach Goldsmith and Coach Hardwick, they come to my grandma's house. They drive on down. They sit on down. And I'm hyped. I got a smile on my face. Oh, I'm finna go to the West. I'm finna be balling with all my homeboys in the hood, right? Man, Coach Goldsmith came in there. My grandma came out. She went and put a wig on. And she sat down. Said, y'all want some coffee? I was like, coffee? What? Man, Coach Hardwick, he said his piece. Coach Goldsmith said his piece about wanting me to come be the West. He's been the ball boy for us for a very long time. He's a part of the family. And we want to know, Miss Bessie, Miss Flowers, what you think about him coming on down here, to the West? And man, she hit that long,
no.
I don't think that's going to be a good idea. I need to be able to keep an eye on him. He's a little wild. He's a little bad. And I need to be able to get to him fast. So I wanted to be over there on the beach where if I get that phone call, I can get to him right away. And Coach Goldsmith, the Hardwick, like, no, Miss Flowers, we got him. We gonna make sure he good. He ain't gonna have no problems. He gonna have no issues. You see, I went to Beach High, right? I would never forget that conversation, man. I never get the bus rides, man. I still remember the players. You remember Magic Ben? Mm-mm. Man, Magic Ben, Telly Lockett, Fredo was the quarterback back then. Man, I remember all them boys, man. Them was some good days, man. So technically, I was a bull. I was a bull.
You're supposed to be anyway.
All that concerned.
So hopefully they get this thing resolved and Teddy can get back out there.
They got to.
Let's do what's in the best interest of the kids. And
for the kids.
Yes.